Alright, Kings, welcome to another video. Shiraz here, guys. I hope you're winning in life and doing well. We're just going to dive into this, guys. This is to answer subscribers' questions. Subscriber asked me what advice I'd give to myself if I was back in my 20s, okay? Or what would I do differently? Okay, so I'm going to give you these in number. Number one, okay, the company I kept in my 20s, fellas, alright? I would think about the company I kept in my 20s and be very, very diligent with that. Whereas I wasn't when I was in my 20s. In my 20s, I'd probably hang around with people that didn't have good values, that didn't have good morals, good principles, guys that weren't, didn't have good habits, okay? Although, you meet a lot of these people, guys, at uni and places like that. And to you young folk out there, okay, so you guys that are in your younger years, in your 20s and stuff, my advice to you would be to heed this. Just be very, very careful of the friends you form. Do they align with your values? Do they align with your ambitions, goals, and dreams? For instance, if you aren't one of these people that indulges in drinking, guys, and indulges in debauchery, drinking, going out, not in focused direction, and you have friends that do all that, you have to stay away from these friends. Okay, so this is probably what I didn't do. I didn't kind of, I wasn't diligent in that. I was hanging around with a lot of people that drank, went out, wasted time, this kind of thing, you know. And in that age, you don't know, guys, what really is the purpose of life, which is to be honest with you, understandable. But that's why you should always seek people better than you. That's why you should always seek, and that could be added to this point. Always seek people that are doing better than you. Always seek people that are in a position that you want to be in, guys. This is what I tend to do now. For anything in my life, I tend to seek and only associate with people that are doing better than me, or more on a similar level, or similar interests that I align with. Okay, and if they don't, then I do not correspond with them. You know, it's a bit harsh. It's a bit of. It's maybe a bit cold, but guys, this is a thing you have to do to steer yourself in the right path. And that's just coming from experience, guys, coming from my experience. And I don't think, guys, I aligned with the right people even until way past my 30s, guys. I was always aligning with the wrong type of people. And I think that just comes through experience. As human beings, you change, guys, you grow. You tend to find your path, your purpose. You tend to grow, and you will eventually meet and align with the right people. That's why, guys, I'm very conscious of friendships these days. I don't really have a lot or keep a lot, okay, and that's by choice, because um, friendship term is a bit fickle, guys. Okay, I think Denzel Washington said it. He says, "What is friendship if it was convenient?" And this is not looking down on friendship or having a bad perception on it. I don't have a bad perception of friendships. Friendships can be amazing if you find the right friend, but it's a needle in a haystack, guys. So, and that's quite true. What is friendship if it's convenient? Nowadays, friendships are, the truth of it is convenience, guys. And most of these people that, you know, say, "Oh, he's my best friend," my best friend, they have groups of friends, guys. These friendships are, the truth is, a man, that you have to realize these friendships, but 95% of them, guys, are convenience friendships. You go and ask any one of your friendships that you're in a group or a circle group, go and ask them for £1,000 today, and say, "I'll pay you back when I can." Right? Or go and ask them for £2,000. Go and do that, and see what response you get, and then you will see them doing it. But that's not just that's not just me just kind of throwing accusations, guys. You just go and test it for yourself. Okay, you'll learn about friendships quickly, but that's another discussion for another day. So we digress here. So that's one of the things I do. Second thing I would do if I was way back in my 20s, I would do better, guys. I would have taken more risks. I would just not think about anything and just take a hell of a lot of risks. Okay, and that's the second thing. If any of you guys are in twenties, you're in a younger generation, just take risks, but take calculated risks, good risks, guys. Don't take risks. Obviously, that's a detriment to you. That's going to put you in bad health. That's going to put you in trouble. That's going to cause you trouble. Take risks that serve you, guys. Calculated risks that will put you in a better position in life. I don't know, whatever field you're in, maybe it's ambition you've got, take the risk, go out and do it. Just go out and do it, guys. Don't worry about the how it's going to happen, guys, because if you understand, way back then, guys, I didn't understand universal laws. I was never into it, and it's not hocus pocus, and it's not ooey wooey kind of thing. These are esoteric laws, guys, exist. They are running your planet, whether you know or not. They're running you, whether you know or not. You're running under esoteric laws. You're running under universal laws every day, whether you know or not. And way back then, I wasn't aware of this. So, and one of the points of this is if you take risks, guys, and you just go for something, the how will come, the direction will come, how it's going to happen. So this goes under something called the law of assumption, guys. If you assume you believe it, you'll get it. Okay, the law of assumption is a very powerful law. If you want me to go into any of that, guys, put comments down below. I can explain the law of assumption. It's a very powerful law, guys. I suggest you learn it, guys. And if you master it, Bob's your uncle, guys. I'm still trying to master this law, guys. It's a very powerful law. So I may go into that in another video. So that's one of the things. Just take more hell of a lot of risks in life, guys. Don't be feared to take risks. As I said, I talked about a story a long time ago where I was at uni in my 20s and I was offered to come in and see for a part in Star Wars, the prequels, the Phantom Menace and all that. And that's not a word of a lie, guys, but I was at uni at the time. And at the time it was exam season, and it was a risk between getting the training, going to a place called Leavesden Studios, or taking those exams. And I made the wrong decision, guys. I didn't take the risk. And I went and sat those exams. Don't regret it, guys, because I don't sit and regret. I don't believe in it. Let the dead lie with the dead, as Neville Goddard says. But it was kind of a mistake, because it was probably at that time I was too feared to take the risk. So take risk, guys. Even there was times when I wanted to go to America, guys. I had the finances way back then in my 20s, and I never took the risk to do it, to go to LA to do some acting. So take a hell of a lot of risks, guys, and don't think of the how. Now, this is a philosophy I am applying to my life, guys. Whenever there's something I want, I'm just going to take the risk to it. The how will come. I understand that now, guys. The universal laws, the how comes. You don't need to know about how it's going to happen. You just need to believe it's going to happen, and it will happen. 100% belief, and just go towards that direction. So I'll take more risks in my 20s. So I've discussed the company you keep, the risks, guys, and you need to find what you really want to do in life is another thing. I probably didn't really know, guys. I know I want to do acting. I really loved acting, but well, I did kind of sort of know my purpose back then. I thought that was my purpose back then, guys. I still indulge in a bit of drama, guys. I still do acting, guys, on and off. Obviously, that industry's fickle, but I have a real love for doing this kind of thing. YouTube, guys. I think I've really found a part of my purpose in doing this YouTube and self-development. I just like doing this and giving advice. And if somebody, it's a new purpose I've found. But I still do acting now and again, guys. All right. But the reason I don't do it 100% is I don't like the way the industry's gone, and that's why I kind of fell back from. I don't like the agendas, the wokeness, the scripts. You just see it from Hollywood, how they destroyed it. So know your purpose, guys. At an early age, know your purpose, guys. That's another piece of advice I would have given myself. Know your purpose, find that purpose, and stick on that purpose. Very, very important one, guys. Females, women, guys. At that age, guys, I would have avoided women, right? This may sound a bit bad, but guys, I would avoid them like the plague in my 20s. Just stayed away from them, guys, and worked in all these areas. At that age, guys, is a tantamount age that you need to find out who you are and figure yourself out. A lot of men think they know who they are, but they don't. Figure yourself out, and women will come. Don't bother about women. This is a mistake I made, guys. If I went back to my 20s, guys, I would never have been with any of my exes. I would never have been, you know, fraternizing as much as I did, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. And part of that does come down, guys, to the company I kept. The company I kept was just always going out and guys who want to bust their nut and stuff like that. So, lesson learned from there. But that's another thing, guys. Stay away from women in those ages and get on your path and purpose, guys. Women are just an icing on the cake, like I've said, guys. You correct everything in your path and purpose. And I'm not hating on women here, guys. It's just they shouldn't be your main goal, guys. Females are not your main goal. Vice versa, you could probably say that for females. Men should be your main goal. Okay, but then again, with females, it's maybe a different thing. That's a question for another time because I'll go into that in another video, guys. All right. So don't concern yourself with females at that age. That's what I would have told myself, and just would have focused more and got to where I went. Because, guys, some of these relationships I was in, they just taxed a lot of my time. They took up a lot of my time. My drive went down. My focus went down. And obviously, these relationships or work, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Relationships with females or work, it's a full-time job, literally, okay? And it's no longer about you. It's no longer about your own time. It's about the other person, which is fair enough. If you decide to make that decision, you've got to understand that it's not about you anymore. It's you're going to have to get involved with somebody else's emotion. You have to give your time to them and everything. So everything else starts to go in the back burner, and that's a decision you've got to make, guys. I'm no longer willing to do that. That's why at this point in time, guys, I'm single by choice. Because I do not have the time to give to females. I do not have the time for females to monopolize. This is not to be deliberate, intentional, or rude to females, but I don't have the time to let females monopolize my time. I have just too much on my plate just now, guys. In between my purpose and stuff. And just like I've got a preference for being single, guys. I just like my peace, That if you want to go watch one of my other videos about the benefits of being single, and you can go and watch that, guys. It's on the list down. I'll try and link it, and I'll always link it. So that's another thing, and I'd probably say one of the most tantamount things to I would tell myself if I was back in my 20s, guys, and what I would avoid in my 20s. I can't think of anything else major. Health, guys, health. That was one thing I was astute about, guys, all right, and I was aware of in my 20s. And that health, I was always a sporty person, so I suppose that organically I was subconsciously aware of that, and I always kept myself fit and cause any detriment to myself. But now and again, I would go out and indulge in alcoholic substances, guys. Okay, at that way back then, and it probably wasn't good for my health with the amount of training and stuff I was doing and all the sporting activities, and it would run you down, guys. So I would really think of getting into the alcohol game if you're young, guys. Nowadays, you really don't need to drink, guys. You really don't need to have this drinking thing to be cool, or this drinking thing to have females attracted to you, or for you to go out and socialize. You don't need it, guys. You just need your confidence, and confidence is built organically. Confidence is built from being the best man you can be, best version of yourself. Don't compare yourself to other people. It's the best version you're currently right now. Live in the now, guys. The best version you are right now. Your body, your mind, your soul. Yeah, we trip up, guys. We can consistently trip up, but the main thing is that you move on. You consistently try and get better, or you try and improve. You move on. Just all that kind of stuff, guys. Just as long as you're consistently daily improving in all aspects of your life, you're never going to be perfect, guys. You may fall, you may trip, you may make a mistake again. Sometimes, guys, in the past, I've had really bad habits, and I've consistently went back to those bad habits until one point it just stopped, because you will eventually stop, because you may have to consistently repeat a bad habit hundreds of times before you've had enough of it, guys. It's just something you have to go through. So these are things at the top of my head that I would have done differently if I was in my 20s, guys. And okay, and one bonus one, guys, just comes to the top of my head. Get a mentor, guys. Get a mentor or follow mentors on YouTube. Follow good channels on YouTube, and watch where your attention goes. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this one. So this goes out to the subscriber that wanted this advice. If you've got any questions, guys, of anything you want a question to me for content, go ahead, put some comments down below. I'll try and answer those questions in future videos. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. With that said, take care of yourselves, guys. Take care of everybody around you. Shiraz out. We will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.